In this edition of INN CEO Talks, I'm joined by Paul Kuhn, the president and CEO of Avrupa Minerals. Paul, welcome.
Thanks, Stuart. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I'm quite interested in your company. You're a project generator in Europe. Your website says that you employ a hybrid model. What does that exactly mean, especially from an investor's perspective when they're going, okay, what are you doing and what do you mean by a hybrid model?
Well, as you surmised, we are a project generator, Stuart, and that's a kind of a catch-all phrase for a bunch of exploration people looking for good projects. Avrupa does a pretty good job of finding better than good projects. We've made a couple of discoveries along the way since the formation of the company. When we say hybrid model, we mean we are capable of following our own discoveries for a while, if warranted. If not warranted, we're good at farming them out to mining partners, and that's been our history so far. We've generated 25 or 26 million Canadian dollars in partner funding. We've made 2 discoveries. We've got a couple of NI 43-101 resources, and we're basically firing up on 3 different countries right now.
Well, you're in Portugal at the moment, aren't you? And based on where it looks like you're actually on site. What can you tell me about that project?
Well, I am based in southern Portugal. Our project is a volcanogenic massive sulfide, a VMS, copper-zinc project that we discovered back in 2014 with a partner. That partner has since gone somewhere else, and we've gone through another partner and our own funding because we thought we had a pretty good project, as I talked about the hybrid part. Now we have a really good partner in a company called Sandfire Matza, and they run 3 copper zinc mines in Spain, same belt of rocks as we're working at here in Portugal. Our project is called the Alvalade joint venture. Our discovery is in a little area called Ses Marias, and we have been working on that on and off since 2014. With Sandfire Matza, we've regenerated the program. We've drilled for a year and a half now, some 10,000 meters. We are following copper and zinc mineralization from I'd say we have about 500 meters of strike length drilled so far, and there's another 1,500 to go. Plus, on the license, we have 7 or 8 other targets, 2 of them formerly operating mines. So we're in the middle of a joint venture. They have spent 2.4 million euros to earn in. They're continuing spending. Right now, the drilling is on hold. They've got some of their own projects to work on before we get back to our drilling, hopefully in a couple of months, early Q3 in any case. But that's Portugal. It's a great joint venture. The project is moving ahead. We've got mineralization. At some point, we'd like to upgrade the copper and zinc quantities, but right now we've got 500 meters of drilled strike length, and we know there's mineralization on the other 1,500 meters, just hasn't been drilled very much.
Okay, so that's Portugal, but that's not the only place that you're at. You're in a couple of other countries as well. Tell us where you are.
That's not the only place, that's right. We have just started a program in Finland. Earlier this year, we started a purchase of a small private Finnish exploration company run by a successful VMS exploration geologist. He's been involved in several discoveries here in the Pyrite Belt for one, but also in Finland. And we purchased his company. Along with the company came his expertise and 4 licenses, or not licenses, but reservations. In Finland, you start with a reservation and then you carve out an application area for an exploration license. And that's what we've done on one reservation already. We're about to do a second one, and we have 2 more waiting in line. So 3 of them are copper zinc VMS projects, and 1 of them is a gold project. That's our Finland program.
And you're also in Kosovo, are you not?
And we're also in Kosovo. made a discovery there, a gold discovery in 2012, drilled quite a bit with a partner again. This is the hybrid model. We chose to do a partner rather than ourselves at the time. And the partner was looking for something bigger than we found to date and moved on. And while moving on, we made a deal with them to regain the license. And the Mining Bureau in Kosovo finally, after a year and a half, reissued the license. We've got a new exploration permit for 7 years. The gold resources on the prospect is 640,000 tons of 4.8 grams gold at the surface. So about 100,000 ounces of gold, about 300,000 ounces of silver. We think there's more. I'm entertaining discussions with two other groups, both of whom are capable small mining operators or small mine operators, and we'd like to get that project going with a partner. I'm not a miner. I'm an explorationist. I know when to stop. So we're looking for somebody who really knows what they're doing on that, and that's moving ahead, and that's Kosovo.
And so, to be a project generator company, really, I mean, you're at that critical stage of identifying resources, but to get the attention of those partners that you're going to vend into or sell to, you really have to have a team that has credibility, because they rely on you to be able to bring forward information that gives them confidence that there's going to be a resource there. Tell me a little bit about your team.
Well, the team has varied over the years from a lot to a little. We're kind of in between right now with geology, technical people, because my main project is being staffed by a joint venture company, which I'm running right now, but it's not especially my team. We have a great financial team in Vancouver. Mark Brown runs the show out of Pacific Opportunity Capital, and he's been great at fundraising and steering investors towards Avrupa. My job has been to steer the technical partners to us, and I've worked in the exploration business for over 40 years, and I've made a fair number of contacts, worked for a fair number of people. So between Mark and I, on the basics, we run a pretty good program of attracting financing through equities and financing through partnerships.
Well, I think for investors, they actually like to see a nice, tight, cohesive unit rather than spending a lot of money, particularly at the stage that you're at. You want to be able to put drills in the ground. You want to be able to verify resources. And that's what you're doing at this point. So what's your message to investors right at the moment when they take a look at your company?
Well, the message right now is we're in between drilling programs. We're producing new drill targeting in Finland. We're drill targeting in Portugal, and I'm hoping that we can get going on a resource upgrade in Kosovo as soon as we get a partner there. So the message to potential shareholders is drilling is coming. Geology is going great. We just put out a news release in Finland on our Kolima project, where the results don't sound like much of anything to an investor, perhaps, because none of it was involving drilling. But what we did do with a small amount of funds in a short amount of time and just a couple of people is define 3 or 4 areas where we can actually put a drill. And as soon as we get the license issued to us, start drilling. And so for investors, now is a great time. We're in the process of building new targets in 3 countries. We're going to get back to drilling in Q3 of 2022 and hopefully Q1 in 2023 in Finland. We'll see about Kosovo. I'm hoping to get some work done this summer too. But that's the message. It's a little slow perhaps from the drilling standpoint, but we're doing great work on the geology. We've got targets. We're going to be drilling as soon as we can.
So stay tuned. Keep all eyes on the company because there's results that will be coming later this year and early into next year.
We're going to be putting out some geology results throughout the summer. Again, they may not sound wonderful and earth-shattering and all that sort of stuff, but they're exactly what we need to do to get to the earth-shattering part of the business. So we're working hard. Our share price isn't very good right now. It's a great buy, I think. I know the geology. My team is doing a great job. We're moving ahead as fast as we can.
Well, we'll be watching, and I hope that you're going to come back in a couple of months and give us some updates.
Absolutely. I have several news releases planned for July, early August, as we get our data in and our results back from sampling and mapping and that sort of thing.
Well, we'll be watching. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Stuart. I enjoyed talking with you. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye for now.